All right, family. Black Power. It's the man of the hour, General SETI. Y'all know we back with that fire, man. We got some fire. You know we do. We're going to be talking about shock and prove ancient Africans mastered the Atlantic Ocean and came to North America. Man, we just keep coming with the facts. We keep coming with the amazing facts. You feel what I'm saying? So before we get started, I want y'all to make sure you get over there to Patreon. We got that fire. If you missed that preview today, we did on Patreon. We broadcasted on YouTube. Most definitely check it out because it's fire. The visuals is most definitely off the chain. Uh, for the family out there, make sure you get over to kingseti.com online marketplace. Official General SETI products. You know it's fire. T-shirts, hoodies, African comedic jewelry, DVDs. We got it for your family. Also, we have exclusive memberships, and you got exclusive videos. If you become a member, you got access to exclusive videos, and it's on that level. You feel me? We on the level. You understand? We do what that we don't do on the regular. You see? So this is extra. So make sure you check it out, family. And make sure you get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it, share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because you will get banned. Here we go. Now, this is crazy because, I'm doing some hell of a research right now, because my mind is always asking the right goddamn questions, you got to ask the right goddamn question. And so I've been asking all the right questions, trying to get to the heart of the matter, and studying these oceans, studying these currents in the oceans, and it's some very powerful information that I'm running into, and it's clearing up a lot of discrepancies that I had. And let me see right here. Is this the right one? Let me see. It's not the right one. Okay, this might be it. Let me see if this is it. Let me see if this one was it. Yeah, we just trying to get this presentation up here. Okay, so damn, that ain't even the one. I got so many damn lectures, it don't make no sense. Real talk. I most definitely got to clean house. For real. That's gonna be amazing when I do. Okay, where is this at? Okay. Oh, this is the holidays. I don't want that. I want the old Mac. I want the old Mac. I want the old Mac. Real talk. We want the old Mac. Okay, here you go. Here you go right here. I see it right there. All right, we're in the house. Now, I was studying this white boy, Thor Hydrodog. You see, and he done made what he does, and I got to get into this other voyage that he made. I know he made two voyages from Africa to the Americas, okay? And that was called the Ra Expeditions. You can look it up. I believe it's even a book about it, the Ra Expedition. But he also did another particular expedition from, I believe it was either Argentina, South America to Easter Island, to prove, and I think he used some traditional boat there too, to see if it was possible for one of the traditional boats to make it to Easter Island from South America. I believe he left from Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. But and so we're getting. I think that was called the Tiki Expeditions. You see, and so the one from Africa was called the Ra Expedition. Now he had two expeditions, the Ra 1 and the Ra 2. Okay, the Ra 1 and the Ra 2. The Ra 1 is behind me. That's the one that sank. Well, it sank. It sank. It didn't make it. You see what I'm saying? It tore apart and shit, and this, that, and the third. I say, well, damn, you know. But the second one made it. Okay, the second one made it. And so let me get in my comments. So if I see family, you know, I know they, yeah, yeah. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. And so now what's critical, which I did not know. But see, I was able to dig deeper on these two expeditions. Now, if y'all remember, I showed y'all that another proof. Let me get this in here. Let me get this in here. Let me get this in here. I'm gonna show y'all this boat. Now, I knew this 20 years ago. Now, this is not something I just figured out. I seen this 20 and people got it from me. You know, I seen white people, they had never even posted this shit. But you know what I'm saying? I posted this shit damn near 20 years ago. And then I seen motherfuckers on the internet start running with shit. That's why that's why I've been keeping a lot of my shit, because I got so much shit. You know what I'm saying? That I know motherfuckers and I ain't never seen it no goddamn where else. And so when it dropped, it dropped. That's just like with the fucking Egyptians with the waves and shit. And I started putting the brothers and shit. I was the one that put that out. And motherfuckers ran with. Now you see it every motherfucking way. You see what I'm saying? Let me show y'all. Now this is the boat right here. Let me get this shit in here. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna let you know in just a second. Yeah, they did something different. Yeah, they did do something different. You see, it's gonna shock the shit out of you too. When I tell the whole story now, I'm gonna get it to you. This is the boat. This is what the boat looked like. Let me make sure I'm up on. Okay, here we go. Now, when I saw that boat, cause I was studying the Peruvian shit, and I used to go on the internet, goddamn it, for hours and hours and hours and hours and shit, and I would be scouring through all type of photos and shit and this, that, and the third. And when I saw this shit 20 years ago, I thought it was in Egypt. I knew it wasn't Egypt, but I say, fuck, this is an Egyptian boat. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck did this boat get over here? You see, because that is a reed boat. And so, I'm gonna show you an Egyptian. I'm gonna show you an Egyptian reed boat. You know, we got them. Oh, shit, I think I done moved them over to the other one, but that's all right. I think I done moved them over to the other one. But this is an Egypt. Let me show you. I got a couple on here. Okay, now that's an Egypt. I believe that's an Egyptian reed boat. Okay, and so if you're gonna see that is in actuality this one not the perfect one to put next to it, because matter of fact, where is this the right one? Oh, this ain't even the right one. God damn, no wonder. Like, god damn, where the fuck is my shit at? Okay, okay, no one. I'm gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to take this one out. Well, you know what? I'll just bring some shit over. I ain't gonna take it out. Let's see where they at. But anyway, I'll just drop this one in here. This is the one that he's built in Africa. Now he built two of them, and this is the one right here where he built in Africa. Now I can't even find my that's the one he built in Africa. That's a reed boat. Okay, but I had already showed y'all not too long ago. You understand? I had them side by side. Now I got so much shit in here to the point I can't even find the motherfucker right now. But that's all right. I'm gonna move forward. Let me blow this one up just a little bit. You see it's back out there behind the pyramids and thing. Okay. And so, I say, you know what? They look just like that. Even his boat. Matter of fact, let me put because I believe this the second one. This is when they started to get, build. I don't even think that's the finished boat. I don't even think that's the finished boat. Okay, here goes some right here. Okay. I don't even think that's the finished boat. I don't know how I could get started and not have this shit right here. That's just showed me I got to really get on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I like when I get ready to fire off, I like all my shit to be right where I need it. You feel me? I got a lot of powerful shit. I need to have my shit right there loaded and cocked. So when I get ready to go in motherfuckers' mouth, I went in motherfuckers' mouth today, but this particular, you know, I had another, and I don't even know. That's all right. But anyway, so these boats is so much alike that even the Peruvians say they taught it to the Egyptians because people obviously saw that it was the same design and everything. So either the goddamn Peruvian, the ancient Peruvian, been to Egypt, or the ancient Egyptians been to Peru. There's no damn doubt about it. You see, and so now what Thor Hydrodol did, okay, the Ra expedition, which cracked me the fuck up. Let me get up here so I can read this. I think is this it right here. I'm back on the same opposite one. Let me see. Okay, here you go. Okay, check it out. Now, this motherfucker Thor Hydrodol, the first Reed boat, he had some Peruvian motherfuckers build it from Lake Titicaca. You see, they always talk about that lake over there. So Thor Hydrodov hired 4 Amara master reed builders from Lake Titicaca first for the Ra 1. But the Ra 1 failed. See, so the first one that he took over there, he tried to sail from Morocco to Barbados. That one sank. You see what I'm saying? And so he had some motherfuckers from Peru. That just show you right there. He had some motherfuckers from Peru build the first Ra one Reed boat. It did not make it. You see. Chat. Well, you can get your ass up out of here. I don't need you. Get your ass out of here. You can do that right now. Do me a favor. Get your ass up out of here right now. Unsubscribe right now. Do me a favor. See ya. See ya. This motherfucking internet acting crazy today. That's all it is. You see what I'm saying? But back to the methodology. Back to the methodology. We ain't hold it. It's tight. It ain't gonna fuck up no more. That's all right. Get your ass on off of here. Don't take too long. You said you're going. Please do. We black. Okay. Let me get that out of here. Okay, so when we look, so he went into the Nubian community to get the new boat builders. You see what I'm saying? He went to North Sudan and he went to Chad. Okay, and I ain't gonna try to butcher them damn names. And so he even, he got. I guess these guys at some time these are some powerhouse reed boat builders. These are East African reed boat masters, experts in working with papyrus. They build Ratu by hand in Safi, Morocco, using authentic papyrus bundles from Lake Chad. Okay, from Lake Chad. Okay, and so it says, why use African builders? Because papyrus boats were still a living African tradition. So they're building reed boats to this day. Okay. And so I really, that was really, and I'm glad that that information came to me because it's always, you had the Peruvian people acting as if somehow the tradition left South America and came to Africa. In actuality, the African shipbuilders are the masters of the craft. They're the masters of the craft, and that the perpetrators, and it talks about that they had serious flaws in their shipbuilding. You see what I'm saying? They had serious flaws in their shipbuilding, and so we're gonna get to that. But this is even more proof and shit, and we're gonna even deal with the journey that they took, dealing with them, currents out there. And so the papyrus boats were still a living African tradition. Their construction was closest to how ancient Egyptians built reed boats. Okay, so that right there show you that ain't no goddamn Peruvian nothing came over here because they came, they methodology was flawed. You see, you understand, these was perpetrators that when the Africans came over to Americas, they brought that technology along with a whole lot of other goddamn technology. You see what I'm saying? And as if, just like the stone heads, everything digressed after the original, when the original group got there, where the skills and the mastery of architecture and stone cutting and navigation and shipbuilding was at its premium. You see what I'm saying? After that original bloodline that came over from out of the Nile, everything digressed. And so they began to emulate, but they could never master, you see, what our people brought to the land. You see, they could never, matter of fact, we was there first. But what I'm saying is as they come in, you see, they begin to emulate. You see, they begin to emulate, but they could never master what our people brought to the land. And again, we are indigenous to Africa, and we are first in the land in the Americas. And when the ice age began to recede, just like all over the planet, these Neanderthals began to come south, and this is how we began to engage. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you see the the oldest alphabet and all of the oldest civilization, the Olmecs, is in the tropical. While, when you start talking about language, you don't have no goddamn language in written language in North America. It's a fact. If you want to look up the oldest writing system in North America is the Cherokee, what they call it, the syllabi, or whatever they call it, where the guy put the Cherokee, put an alphabet together for the Cherokee language, which was in the 1800s. You see, that was the first written script that they can, and there's no other written script. Okay, so that's when that's why, because they was under the ice. They was under the ice. Our people wasn't under that goddamn ice. Our people was in the South. But it had receded at that time anyway. When the Olmecs came on the scene, it had already receded for approximately 10,000 years. So Ra-1, built by Bolivian, Amara builders. Okay, so they was from Bolivia. And see what it said? It said they had design flaws. You see, they had design flaws. So they wasn't coming from up out of the Nile. They wasn't the master builders. So when you look at their shit and you look at ours, you looking at the student, the thief, better yet, the thief, and the master builder. Okay, that's very critical. You know why? Because I never knew that. And so now we know why the Ra-1 sunk, because he went to inferior people from Bolivia. Just like I show you, they didn't, the Olmec brought that technology over there, you see, and they perpetrated it for as long as the Olmec was there and afterward, but they never mastered it. They can't put that shit on the ocean. So Ra-2 needed Egyptian-style craftsmanship. Well, if he was trying to prove the Egyptians could come across the water, why would he go to Bolivia anyway? So that showed that Thor Heyerdahl, his mental capacity was fucked up anyway, because he should have just went on to the Egyptians from the jump. You feel what I'm saying? And Ra-2 succeeded, sailing 3,000 plus miles from Morocco to Barbados. So that's a given. So we don't have to keep asking whether they could do it. Okay? They could do it. And the crazy shit about it is that the ship that he sailed on wasn't even the most advanced Egyptian ship. Okay, so let's clarify that. It wasn't even the most advanced Egyptian ship. Okay, so this shit is just lining up that it's got to become, it's got to become obvious at a certain point that that's what happened. Because, we done did all and lined up every fucking thing to that point. That there's nothing else but to do but accept the goddamn truth. Y'all got to quit lying. You got to quit lying. You must stop lying. Okay? The facts is the goddamn fact. You can go in the ancient world, and the goddamn writers in the ancient world is saying the Egyptians is running shit. We ain't got this ain't no new tale, nigga. Y'all got new fairy tales that y'all just created just fucking 2 weeks ago. This shit is ancient. That's why when we bring the facts, we can show motherfuckers, from all various nations around the world that speak to the powerhouse that we call. This ain't no shit that just made up. You can go in damn near 20 different ancient countries, and they're gonna say the same fucking thing. When we went into Egypt, goddamn it, our skull cracked open in the awe of what the fuck we seen. That's all you hear from any writer that come from outside of Egypt, and they come into Egypt, they say, damn, what is this? We have never ever in our life seen anything like this. Ever. It's almost unbelievable. And we looking at the leftover, and it's still mind blowing. They saw the shit when it was spectacularly, everything was polished, the gold was everywhere, all the statues and all the temples was colored, and So imagine how it looked then. You see, and so we have to give credit where credit is goddamn due. You see, and so Rod 2 was built in Morocco by expert papyrus boat builders. So they built that boat in Morocco, and builders from Lake Chad region of Africa hired by Hydrodol in 1969. Okay, in 1969. Now, what's also critical, I looked up the route, the route that they took to get over here. Now, what a lot of people don't know, man, it's like it's you don't even have to fucking steer the boat. Do you know that man didn't? That man had an Egyptian reed boat. He didn't even steer the motherfucker. All he had to do was get it in. It's called the North Equatorial Current, and that current will bring you straight from Africa to North America. It'll shoot you down there right into the Caribbean, and there's currents that'll take you right into the Gulf of Mexico. Period. Bring you right the fuck on in. Simple as that. So the Thor Hydrodol's team intentionally followed the ancient trade winds and current that could carry a small vessel westward from Morocco southwest towards the Canary Islands. The Canary Current, now that's a current right up there, I believe is up there by Morocco. And what it does, the Canary Current will bring you into the North Equatorial Current, you see, which will shoot you across. So first they got into the Canary Current, turning west into the North Equatorial Current. The major Atlantic Current flows westward toward the Caribbean and North-South America. This is critical. It mimicked the currents ancient mariners might have used. Across the mid-Atlantic, the Ra 2 drifted. They didn't even fucking have no goddamn oar, no oars where they could, I don't know if they had oar, but it drifted. So it ain't like they had a damn wheel, a steering wheel. You understand? Like a boat with a steering wheel where you can fucking, so they just got in the current, and the current led them to the Americas. So the Ra 2 drifted mostly with the currents with minimum steering. So maybe they did have, but it said the Ra 2 drifted mostly with the currents with minimum steering. This demonstrated that reed boats could survive open ocean crossings. Okay? This demonstrated that reed boats could survive open ocean crossings. Approaching the Americas, they first reached the Caribbean islands, then navigated north to Barbados, the final destination. The final destination. And so the irony of it is that the North Equatorial Current, let me get back into my comments because I know you say, where can I find your teachings on ancient Egyptians being black? Well, I got a lot on YouTube. I can't tell you. I had to go through there and find it. I got damn near over 5,000 some goddamn video. You see what I'm saying? I think I have a playlist. You understand what I'm saying? On there. I believe I do, but it probably got to be updated. And then you got my Patreon. You see, I got a lot of videos on there too. So, you could go in there. I could possibly find the playlist and put it on the main page. But if you go under my playlist, you'll probably find it. If not, I just had to go in there and gather them all, make a playlist and put them all together. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, but this and the crazy thing about it, the Olmecs, we keep talking about the Olmecs, and it's crazy the fact that this current, which is the strongest current in the Atlantic, that could bring you straight across, go right into the goddamn Gulf of Mexico, and The white boy pulled it off. He had the expedition, the Ra expedition 1 and 2, and he successfully brought an Egyptian reed boat across the Atlantic. That proves it. Okay, that proves it. So you know it's hard for people to believe that the Egyptians would pull, but you look at them goddamn pyramids. What's greater? What's greater? The white boy pulled it off. So what's greater? The pyramid of coming across the goddamn Atlantic. That's nothing. Y'all got to quit thinking feeble-minded. You see, the Egyptians had advanced all their sciences on the level of the pyramid. They think people look at the pyramid and say, "Oh, they build like gods," but the boat and shit, they act like a motherfucker got a little paddle boat or something. They had magnificent boats that could carry, you know, many tons of granite and shit on these boats. You see what I'm saying? One barge, they had barges. They didn't just have boats, they had barges. They was bringing fucking granite from Aswan, which is deep south. That's in Nubia. You know, they had a lot of red granite. You see that they would go down there and get that red granite and what they call the red pyramid of Seneferu. He built damn near his whole pyramid with red granite. So they had barges where they had obelisks. They cut the obelisk and actually quarried the obelisk. You see, so they had quarried the obelisks. They had already carved them and they put them on the barge. Shepsut had a barge where she sailed two obelisks. I think both they weighed like 350 tons apiece, and she sailed them. Yeah, Olmecs are the Ethiopian moon temple named Yeha. I've been to Yeha. I've been to Yeha. I've been to Yeha. Yes, indeed. When I went to Ethiopia, I went to Yeha. I went to that temple. That's the most ancient temple in Ethiopia. Yeha. You see, I've been there, but in quite possibly that the Aksumite civilization is also responsible. But they was the thing is that you know that I look at that as one that is one civilization. You know, states of one civilization. So it ain't just Aksum, it ain't just Egypt, it's Nubia, Aksum, but Aksum is a little later now. You see what I'm saying? It's a little later. It's a little later. They was finding cocaine in King Tut's well, Yeha, but I didn't see the the evidence of they shipbuilding. And I'm not saying that they didn't have the ships, but it's quite evident that the navy of the Egyptians was highly magnificent. You see what I'm saying? It was highly magnificent. You had a navy in the sixth dynasty with what was it? I believe it was Amenemhat. I believe it was under Amenemhat where he built a 40 ship fleet in that time. So documented that was the first navy of the ancient Egyptians. But they had boats. You see what I'm saying? They had boats. Now don't get it before the navy. But so it's we don't need to second guess whether the Egyptians could get there. That don't, you know what I'm saying? So if they wanted it, and they had went all over the Mediterranean, that's a fact. They had went all over the Mediterranean. The Carthaginians had went all over the Mediterranean. Matter of fact, they went outside of the Mediterranean. You see, where the new brother at? Which one is it, Kimmy TV? Tell me which one it is. What his name is? He acting crazy? Oh, you say a new. Oh, you say new brother right there. Oxen was Semitic. Man, get out of here. Oxen wasn't no goddamn Semitic. You sound stupid. Ain't no goddamn Semitic. How in the fuck is it Semitic? How is it? Yeah, I see it. What the fuck is you talking about? It was Semitic. That was Nile Valley culture. The Semitic ain't never built nothing but a goddamn goat or goddamn what they call that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Where they put their goats at and shit. You know what I'm saying? A barn. That's what they built. A barn for their goat. They ain't never built nothing else. The hell is you talking about? Yeah. Yeah, new brother, shut up. Cause you perpetrate. Ain't no awesome, no damn Semitic. And Carthage wasn't Semitic. Use a damn lie. They worship under the Nile Valley. They went in their graves and all of that, and they was finding alts and shit. I got the books, man. Get the fuck out of here. You sound stupid. They worship the Nile Valley. Egypt was the worship of the Nile Valley was the worship of the ancient world. Just like you got Christianity and Islam today, everybody in the world worship based on the Nile Valley. That's just the reality. And all that talking that Semitic shit is garbage. You see what I'm saying? That's some shit out of a damn book. You can't show me no Semitic shit. Talking about Carthage with Semitic. They went down in the graves and shit, and they was finding aunts and Kemperas and shit. You go to Phoenicia and they was buried. Matter of fact, when you talk about the deities, El, when you talk about Baal, you'll see that they got the crown of Upper Egypt on their head. You see what I'm saying? You see, they got the crown of Upper Egypt on their head, and then the guy Baal had the smiting of the enemy. He was sitting on the throne like Osiris, man. Get out of here, man. You come over here weak. Don't come over here with that weak shit. Yeah, let's get all the we hurting them. When you see niggas come over here, watch this. Yeah, we hurting them. I got them niggas hurt. When you see niggas come, and I've been watching, listen here, man. Since I've been dropping, I've been watching. Man, you can see niggas on video, they look defeated. Man, they look defeated, man. I'm just laughing and shit. Man, them niggas look defeated. They no good, man. I done seen about 7, 8 niggas. They can't even, their heads is down and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, and can't even make a strong point. Yeah, there's a lot of niggas hurt out there right now, man. You see what I'm saying? I say I'm gonna keep the pressure on the motherfucker. And you understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep the lights on, and I'm gonna be stomping roaches all night. I ain't gonna let us get every fucking roach I see, goddamn it, I'm stepping on it, goddamn it, until there ain't none left. I'm gonna run their ass out of here. You see what I'm saying? That's real talk. But anyway, come over here talking about some damn Semitic. Nigga, and you ain't never seen, and where new brother at? New brother, you better get their language is Semitic. I'll tell you what, you go over there with a Semitic word. Their language was Semitic. So you say they what, the Sabaean that come up out of the Medinata? The Arab ain't got no damn, the Semitic ain't had no alphabet, new brother. Okay, if you know your scriptures, there's never been no Semitic. It was the language of Canaan. That was the only language that the Bible mentions. It never mentions a Semitic. It never mentions Hebrew. It mentions the language of Canaan. Canaan was not a Semitic. He was a Hamitic. He was of the African bloodline. So when you look at which is the Phoenician come out of the Egyptian hieratic Demotic. That's what it is. And so what you talking about as Semitic is not Semitic. It's African. Phoenician is an African language, fool. It's an African language, fool. You don't even know your Bible, fool. Get your ass up out of here. You keep talking about a Semitic. What a Semitic? Canaan was a Hamitic of that African bloodline. You don't know what you're talking about, man. You was a fool. You was a fool. You's a fool. You's a fool. You's a fool. Get your ass out of here. You go. Get your dumb ass out of here. Now you can go over there with the Semitic. You can go over there with the Semitic, nigga. They gonna put their foot, the Semitic gonna put their foot up in that nigga ass. Boo! Go. Yeah, I love it. You understand what I'm saying? The Semitic gonna put his foot right up in that nigga ass talking about his Semitic. See, they hurt. When I get out there for real, and I get to pounding that ground, niggas get hurt. Cause the only way they can exist is like when I'm chilling, in which I sometimes I do chill now. I do chill because you got to get a mind, but now I'm ready. You understand it's time to put that brutality down. Cause too many people talking shit, but I'm seeing when you start seeing everybody going live. You don't even be seeing niggas going live because they think it's cool. Now that I'm cracking heads, everybody going live. I look down my damn thing, everybody live. I say, damn, they niggas out there explaining today. Yeah, niggas out here explaining today. They trying to get on that. They trying to get on the hotline and explain what the fuck is going. They still ain't calling my name because they don't want no smoke. They know they don't want no smoke, so they staying low key out there. But this is actual fact to prove that the family could come across the water without any problem. It's already been proven, and those and people over there in South America that then stole the Egyptian design of the reed boat is thieves and perpetrators, and they have not mastered that style and never will master it. You see what I'm saying? They never will master it. So that's it for this particular okay, you say not across we say well, get that together right there, Kent. Not across the ocean. Where's your source? What did you need a legitimate source for what? I mean, what are you trying to do? Can't come with some. Get that sentence together. Get that sentence together. What is you trying to say? Not across the ocean. Where's your source? You must be talking to somebody else. You must be talking to somebody else, Ken. Who you talking to? If you're talking to me, please, give me the first part of the sentence. Oh man, here we go. Here you go. Let me get you on up out of here. Let me get you on up out of here. Not a problem. Man, I just did that. What are you talking about? You missed it. Go watch the presentation I just did. You missed that. You can go look at the documentation. The physical documentation is there. I put all the visuals up. You see the one where it says what was it, the name of it? Ancient technologies and African technologies in ancient America. You a lie. You a lie. You a lie. You disprove it then. The man just went across the water on an Egyptian boat. How the hell you gonna say they didn't when the white boy just had the brothers build a damn Egyptian ship and put it out in the ocean, nigga. And it made it to the Americas. So what the fuck is you talking about? You sound like a dumbass fool. I'm not about to let your dumb ass come over here and talk shit. Get your silly ass somewhere and go back in the room. Man, get the fuck on away from me. Bye. Bye, nigga. Get your ass on. I'm getting these niggas up out of here. See, they mad. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm getting prepared to get back into the game. I'm getting prepared. You understand what I'm saying? That's a stressful thing. And so, yeah, yeah. Bali right there. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't have to flee from shit. I've been out here long enough. Anybody that won't do your own video, you know what I tell motherfuckers? You ain't bitch, do your own video. Refute me. Make a video and let that motherfucker get thousands and thousands. The little brother return. Yeah, you get your bitch ass. What you do is you get you a motherfucking video out there and refute me. That's all you had to do. Get up out of the fucking chat like a little punk and get your ass on the video, make you a video, and disprove me, nigga. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. Yeah. You ain't gonna bring shit to me. You know what you gonna bring to me? You gonna get your ass up out of here. That's what you gonna bring to me. Yeah, that motherfucker gone too. Pioneer and folklorist Joseph Jacob found African fables and tales of Remus dated before white. That's powerful. That's powerful. That's powerful. Yeah, you ain't got to tell them, Kim, because they already know. That's why they over here. You see, when you see I wasn't even having no goddamn trolls. Now they coming in 5 and 6 and 7. Yeah, they think that shit work. It don't work on me because I've been stomping. Yeah, I've been stomping on roaches for a long time. Yeah, why people think Africa couldn't make ships and go to the America? It don't make no sense. If you could build a goddamn pyramid, goddamn it, you can goddamn build. See, they don't want to. They don't want to acknowledge how long we've been shipbuilding. The oldest boats in the world is in Egypt. They found boats and shit, a shipyard over there where the first cemetery was. Uh, Abydos. They found the whole shipyard. You see what I'm saying? So these boats in Abydos is 3000 BC. Motherfucker ain't even. They was already sailing. They was already shipbuilding. 3000 BC. They was already deep in the game by then. You see what I'm saying? So they've been sailing on ships in Africa probably 7, 8, 9,000 years ago. You see, show the cemetery, I had to go in there and get it. If you want to look it up, that's all you had to do. All you had to do is put in oldest boats in the world, Abydos. That's all you had to do is put it in there. They was in the ground. Now, these ain't no pristine boats, but because they was in the ground, but they still got the imprint of the boats in there. You see what I'm saying? So, but even Khufu's boat, Khufu's boat is 2500 BC. Yeah, all you had to do is put in oldest boats in the world, Abydos. Let me see if I can get one for you. Let me see if I can get a boat. Yeah, listen to it. But I ain't gonna. I just got it, the information up here. As a matter of fact, I'll show it just so you can see it for yourself, and then you could go and I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna get the images, but I got this information right here, which you can see. See, when you know what I'm saying, when I say some shit, I can prove my shit. I can go straight to it. I dance on my feet. When motherfuckers say SETI, go get it, I be tired sometimes, and that be the only reason why. But if you go on Google right there, can you see it? Let me see. Let me blow it up just a little bit. Okay, let me see if I can go in just one more time. Okay. Okay, so let me see how it's looking on there. Okay, so you see right there, it says the oldest built boats in the world found near Abydos, Egypt, are a fleet, not a motherfucking ship, a fleet of 14 wooden ships dating to around 3000 BC. Discovered in the desert sands, these vessels are older than the pyramids and were likely used for royal or ritual purposes, possibly as solar barks to help a pharaoh's soul journey to the afterlife. The Abydos boats present a major development in shipbuilding as they are constructed from planks fitted together, unlike early reed boats or dugout canoes. So dig that what we just read there. It says unlike early, so the boat that they floated to the Americas was a reed boat. So if this is 3000 BC and they have advanced it, they saying this is an advancement. So they was selling the goddamn reed boats and shit 5 and 6,000 fucking years ago. They didn't leap in advance technology at this time. They using planks and shit on the boat. So there it is, man. There it is. There it fucking is. Did I do that for you? Uh-oh, Ray in the house. Ray in the house. Man, ain't no motherfucker chat GPT. What the fuck are you talking about? That shit ain't. It's for information, but it ain't God, motherfucker. You go and you think Chat GPT is fucking God. And the crazy thing about it, when you look at even that, when you break down the GPT, that's Egypt. Shit, even when you look at the motherfucking yeah, all you had to do is put the Y in the motherfucker. That's Egypt. Shit, you see what I'm saying? So get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Talking about you can that the Africans. What we just showed what Wutana showed that Alexander von Wutana had a goddamn museum over there, and all he had over 10,000 artifacts. Shut your weak ass up. Shut your weak ass up. We dissing all these suckers. Yeah, yeah. We destroying all these suckers. Alexander von Wutena had a yeah. Yeah, what's up, family? What's up, Ray? You came. We finally in the house, man. I've been having to step on roaches and shit and everything, man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. So yeah, so all of that talking about that the Africans wasn't, no, that's a goddamn lie. That man had all the statues showing that Africans been over here. Yeah, I've been, yeah, they've been hurt from them, hey, Ray, them damn videos, man, then put a lot of motherfuckers in, motherfuckers calling in to work, niggas' ribs is hurting, motherfuckers, yeah, motherfuckers sick, man. It's like some of these niggas got the flu. Them goddamn facts is hurting motherfuckers, man. Yeah. The facts is, yeah, you got a few motherfuckers out there, but they don't want no more smoke. They don't want no more smoke. Yeah, them facts, and man, I've been watching niggas on the internet. They look like they done lost, they done lost their mama or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas about to go to a funeral or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at this. How is this nigga still in here? Yeah, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Yeah. Yeah, they heard. Yeah, they hurting. That's just what it is and shit. So just know, Ray, man, we in battle mode, man. We in battle mode and shit. So I might have to get another. You the man now, but we might have to get another one or two soldiers. You ever watch The Godfather when they got ready to go to war? They had to go get some more. They had to go get some more soldiers and shit. Just for the war time. You. We got to get some. We might have to get one or two more soldiers on the team. You feel what I'm saying? It's war time. You see, you got to put these motherfuckers out as soon as they come in. Put their ass, ban their ass, get their ass up out of there. Yeah, yeah. Say Santa is the devil. That's all he is. But anyway, well, actually, I did. Now the ship behind me is the ship. Matter of fact, I let me show you. I put it in there, but let me see. This the one that sank, and then I'm gonna be out for the night because it's about to be 12. Let me see if I can put it in there. They know that. What they do, the motherfucker just they can't accept it because their ideology is sinking. Their ideology is sinking, man. That's just what it is, man. Their ideology, and I'm not letting up on their ass. Okay, let me get this one out of here. Okay. Now that's right there. That's the ride one. That's the ride one. That's the one he had them Bolivian cats build, and it sunk out there. You see what I'm saying? That's the one that sunk. Now let me see if I can get the rod two. Let me see if I can get the rod two. This the rod two. Let me see if I can get it better. They got it in the museum now. Okay, let me see if I can get it in there. Hopefully it go in, because this is one of them old crazy see if it'll take it. Nah, it won't take it. Let me see. Let me see if I can take a quick hold on, y'all. Okay, let me see if I can get it in there. Hold on, fam. Hold on. Okay, I think I got it. My computer acting real stupid now. Thank you. Maybe that. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, that's it. Thank you, family. I appreciate you, Ray. This is the now this is the rod 2 right here, family. This is the one that the African brothers made. You see what I'm saying? This is one the African brothers made. That this is the rod 2, the one that actually made it from Morocco to Barbados. Okay, so that there it is, family. Now that's a reed boat. But even by the time the first dynasty, they had even developed out of that. They was already using, as they said on the that they was already using the wood plank boats by that time. You see, so I mean, it is what it is, man. All the hating is over with. All the motherfucking hating is over with. We are proving beyond any reasonable doubt, man, that we brought this science over here. Niggas gonna have to come up with something different, man. Real talk. Well, I appreciate y'all, man. We didn't reach that point. You know, we didn't reach that point. We had a hell of a day, man. I can't wait till later on because we're gonna keep this shit moving. We're gonna keep expanding this knowledge. And we about to put motherfuckers out of business. You see what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You see, we about to put motherfuckers out of business. That's just what it is. So just know I'm sending that out there to and I don't want nobody to come talk about, no, you don't try to debate me, don't do shit. What you do is you make your own videos and you put your videos out there and I'm gonna put, and that's how we gonna debate. We gonna have a long distance debate. I'm not giving no nigga no shine or nothing. You gonna die out there. because I know you cannot produce nothing, and so I'm not giving no niggas no time. Okay, what this brother say? Ethiopian sell both cover these 20 and could sell. Okay, I believe that. I believe that. I ain't got no problem with the Ethiopian of selling. I know they went to India and all the other places too. Yeah, yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. That's right. I do believe that. That's true. That's true. Yeah, David did. Yeah, of course they did. You see what I'm saying? So I had no problem. That's factual information. That's factual information. Yes, it is. Okay, I appreciate everybody out there, having to come in and get this information. We'll be black. Get over there to Patreon. Check out the premiere. We had a Patreon sneak peek presentation on YouTube today. Check it out, man. The visuals is off the chain, showing you what you get when you get over there. Check it out. Become a patron, and I'll see y'all a little bit later. Boom.